Hello Mila, hello Jack, hello everybody else who's watching, and welcome to Storytime with Grandad. Today's book is from the Garden Gang, and it is Pam Parsnip. Pam Parsnip had a problem. Earlier that day, Mrs. P had left her young twins at Pam's neat cottage, saying, "Please can you take care of them for 2 weeks while I go to look after my sister?" Before Pam had time to reply, Mrs. P had hurried off. A suitcase containing clean clothes and some toys for the children was standing in Pam's hallway, and 2 pairs of inquisitive eyes watched her expression as she suddenly realised what she had let herself in for. The twins were well known for their mischievous ways. Poor Pam Parsnip. It's difficult to know where to begin. So many things went wrong. She was glad when it was bedtime for the twins, so that she could have 5 minutes' peace. But they had not been in bed for more than a minute when the banging and thumping began. Wearily, Pam climbed the stairs and peeped in at the bedroom door. The twins were standing on their bed having a fantastic pillow fight. One of the pillows had burst and feathers filled the room like a snowstorm. What a mess! As Pam cleared up the mess next morning, she suddenly thought that the twins were unusually quiet. She dashed downstairs, only to find those naughty twins mixing. They had mixed cornflakes, pepper, sugar, salt, vinegar, flour, cocoa, cheese and olive oil, and tasted it as they stirred with their hands. Pam dreaded bedtime. She popped them into bed, and she couldn't hear a sound. Thankfully, she thought they were asleep. She made a cup of tea and relaxed into her chair. As her eyes stared blankly through the window, she became aware of some movements in the garden. Surely, it couldn't be. Yes, it was. There in the garden, the naughty twins romped about, happily trampling down her precious flowers and throwing soil about. They had jumped out onto the top of the bay window and scrambled down the trellis into the garden. What could be done with the naughty scallywags? The next evening, by playing tug-of-war, they tore a sheet in 2 and ended up by writing all over the wallpaper with a tube of Pam's lipstick. Pam was weeping when Penelope Strawberry called to see her. "Why are you crying?" she asked, and Pam told her about the terrible twins. "This can't go on," said Penelope. "We must think of some way to keep them in bed. I think they need a good spanking." "Oh no," said Pam, who was a kind and gentle person. "I couldn't hurt them. Let's think about it over a pot of tea." As they sat talking together, Penelope came up with a brilliant idea. "Why don't we tell them a bedtime story each night?" The ladies of the Garden Gang would all help out. I'm sure Betty Beetroot and Polly Pomegranate are good at telling stories, and Gertrude Gooseberry would be excellent. So that is what they did. Each night, when the twins were tucked snugly in bed, a Garden Gang lady told the twins a happy story. And each night, as the story ended and the storyteller crept from the room, she left those darling twins sound asleep. The end. Goodbye, Mila. Goodbye, Jack. I'll see you soon. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.